One of my favorite views is coming up. I remember this is the way I came into Eagle Nest the very first time 4 summers ago. And there it is. I hope you guys can see it. And it was just so cool to come over this hill. Can you guys see it? You can barely see it. Hold it. We're taking a turn here. You'll get a better view of it. It was just so stunning the first time I saw it. Here it is. Eagle Nest Lake. And just make out the little town of Eagle Nest when we take this turn here. This is coming the opposite way from what you're normally seeing me coming from. Never eaten here. It's the first time I've ever seen it open. Let's see.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. Here, let me get this. You know what I'd like is a green chili cheeseburger.
Green chili cheeseburger? You got it.
While I'm waiting, thought I'd go in here.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get this for you. I'm gonna lock my door.
Okay.
Yeah. See, what happens is.
Do you have a little tape?
I'll have to get it for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
And
this
it's
is
80 instead of 90. Oh, I have to have the cash. Okay. Can you go across the street to the.
sitting down and taking a nap right now.
Just let me tell you.
Okay.
You know, and I
Yeah.
can give you a box. If you want to change, something happened to it this year, and half of the time, well, about 70% of the time it doesn't work, and about 30 it does. Sometimes you can tell it's nicer. I could almost get 120 for this one because it's a showstopper.
Right.
But
Okay, let me go get 80, right?
yeah, 80.
Okay.
Are you looking for anything in particular? That's how I sold that $1,200 worth of rings to that family because they were $175 over there.
These look like kind of small sizes. I was thinking about maybe for
I
my
can
husband.
find your size because, and that's something I'll never get again either. So
Right. Yeah, most of them
Yeah.
have tiny little.
if I knew
Well, they got just about everything in
I'm gonna
here.
go get the money. Just looking. Thank you.
Okay, we're doing appointment only, but
Oh,
no, it's okay because the I'm gonna lock the door in a minute. But
here you
I
go.
will tell you the jacket.
Oh, yeah, that was
Um,
quick. My food was delivered in shop. Cool. I was about to come out anyway. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Do I look hot and sweaty? It's because I am hot and sweaty. Yeah, it's cool. She delivered that inside the shop to me. Neat. So what do we got here? We have, you know I'm not shy about eating on camera, right? Oh my gosh. This is a double. Get a double. Green chili cheeseburger. I'm not going to eat this whole thing. I'm just taking a few bites and bring it home. Yeah. Oh, there's a chilies on top. Okay. Oh my gosh. A juicy, greasy hamburger. Can't beat that. So this is still my Saturday. you haven't noticed, I split the video up. It was going to be long. And I still have one more thing I have to do if I do it. I haven't decided yet. Oh no, I'm a glutton. Sorry. I think I'll eat this off camera. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so that was an excellent cheeseburger. I only took a couple more bites, so I'll put it away and have it later. Excellent cheeseburger. Not the best green chili cheeseburger I've ever had, though. But it is an excellent cheeseburger. Okay, onward and upward here. Try not to hit anything. I'm going to cut right through here. Okay, here we are. And I believe I've been here 4 years and I've never gone into this place. So hold on. Well, hello everybody. I am back at home in my Scamp here. I had a surprise for you, and I totally forgot to video it or take a photo or anything. So you'll just have to take my word for it. What it is I don't know if you've heard of Deborah Dickinson. She has a YouTube channel. I ran into her a couple years ago. Just briefly met her. I recognized her from her dog, Bandit. We were at the same RV park. I mean, literally, we kept going to the same RV parks, but I only saw her that once for a very short amount of time. She actually remembered me. And I recently emailed her about something, and we were going back and forth just a tiny bit. And she told me her friend was up here in the mountains also, and that I should go and meet him. So his name is Rob, and he has the YouTube channel Travels with Dottie. And I know my other friend and subscriber, LaDonna, also mentioned that he was up here for, you know, people have mentioned it for the last couple of years, and I don't really watch videos too much on YouTube. So I don't, you know anybody real well, though I've heard of him. So anyway, he works at that visitor center. This is not a secret. I think he had mentioned it in his video. So I went over there and I saw him today. He does volunteer work there, I guess, on Saturdays. And I met him, and he's a really nice guy. Yes, I finally met him, LaDonna. Anyway, he's a really nice guy, and apparently he's up here every summer too. But what's cool is, so I think he's like the 8th YouTuber I've met. And I can't remember them all. All of them were very sweet, very nice. The very first one I remember I met was Kim from Rometown Girl. And I saw her quite a bit that first summer I was up here in the mountains. I also met, that same first summer, I met Jan from Butterfly Tracks. And then over the years, I've met some more, and my mind is drawing a complete blank. One of the people I really wanted to meet, and I ended up running into him at a New Mexico State Park with John from my Scamp Travel Trailer Adventures, because he had a lot to do with me getting a Scamp. You know, I watched him quite a bit. And he also was the reason I came here to New Mexico. So it was nice to meet him. I just popped into his campsite. His trailer, Scamp trailer, Janie stands out, you know. And I rudely interrupted him in whatever he was doing and talked to him for about 10 or 15 minutes. And there's I think this Rob is the 8th. Of course, Deborah Dickinson and everybody was always so nice, except one, and I don't even remember her name. I actually ran into her at St. Louis in a Walmart in St. Louis, because we were both from the same town. And I don't even think she has a YouTube channel anymore. But she seemed really uncomfortable around me, so okay. But that's fine. But everybody else, in the big one, the one that I just got the absolute thrill, like I was meeting a celebrity, was Brian, Adventure Van Man. Didn't expect to ever see him. I I occasionally watch people's videos, but not all the time. But I did watch his here and there, and I couldn't even remember his name when I met him. I was in a Walmart in Las Cruces, and he was standing over there getting some water in those big bottles, and I walked up to him, and I go, "Oh my God." In my head, I'm going, "That's a celebrity." And I tried to play it cool. And I didn't bother him too long because I do realize, I am a stranger to him, even though he's not technically a stranger to me. It's like my videos. Um, but I got to tell you, Brian was so sweet, and he is just as nice and sweet as he is on his videos. I kid you not, the guy is just absolutely sweetheart. Anyway, that was my biggest YouTuber that I ever met. Um, and I enjoyed meeting John from my Scamp Travel Trailer Adventures. Gosh, I wish I could remember the other people, because I'm now up to 8, and I can't remember who they all are. Anyway, they'll come to me. Maybe I should write them down someday or something. Anyway, the only other one I really want to meet, well, there's probably a lot of them, but the only other one that I really would like to meet is Maddie Van Halen, because I watched him a lot before I went on the road too, and he was quite helpful in in his videos. So yeah, I'd like to meet him someday. He usually hangs out farther west, and yeah, I wouldn't know how to go about meeting him. So anyway, maybe someday I'll run into him too. Anyway, that was quite nice. And I when I got out to the van afterwards, I thought, oh, I should run back in there and ask him, can we take a picture together or do a little video? And I thought, no, that's just plain rude. So I just said, never mind. Never mind. Just leave it be. But he was very nice. And apparently he's up here every summer too. So yes, I finally met him. The Travels with Dottie man. So there you go. So when I talked to you last, I said I was going to be an introvert and hide away for 4 or 5 days. That lasted about 24 hours. And then my friend at the senior center, the cook there, called me and said she asked me if I could help her out in the kitchen with serving and stuff because they were kind of swamped. And I said, okay. So there you go. That was the end of my, introvert stage, and then I ran all over the place today. So I'm going to try again to just hang out here in the trailer for the next couple days away from people and see how that goes. I don't, but I'm okay. Yeah. Well, the good thing about going to the Civic Senior Center yesterday was when I did eat, I snuck down to the end of the table and was able to read a book while I was eating my lunch. So that's something. I want to explain the reason why I don't like to hang around people and stuff is that I'm deaf in one ear. It's like I'm underwater all the time, and I don't hear real well at all. And I'm okay one-on-one with people, but when I get that hall is like cavernous. Is that a word? Where just like everything echoes, and it's just so hard for me to hear. So when I sit with people and they're talking to me in the dining room, I'm just constantly, I can't hear what they're saying, and it's irritating to me. It's frustrating when I'm trying to eat to have to carry on a conversation with somebody. Literally, the last time I went before that, I was literally having to turn my head like this because a lady on this side of me kept talking to me. It just makes not for a very comfortable lunch, and that's why I like to just go off to the side. And some people know that, and yet they still want my company, so how can I complain? Still want me to sit there and talk to them. So I've gotten to the point where I just sit there and deal with it. But it was nice the other day, Friday, when I went in, just to kind of sneak down to the end of the table and just eat my lunch. Anyway, there's a reason I'm like that, and it's because I can't hear. It just echoes, and it's just all the noise is so loud. I don't like going to bars or restaurants that play loud music because I can't hear the people beside me. And it's just really difficult for me, and it's an uncomfortable situation, and I don't like to keep explaining myself, so I just try to avoid things like that. But anyway, um, that's my excuse. What can I say? Anyway, I ran into my landlord today just a few minutes ago, and yes, everybody loves the greenhouse, what I've done to it. She had her husband put up some shade cloth above it, and make it a little easier for me to go in there. But the plants, she says, tend to start suffering from the intense heat in there too. So yeah, it'll make it easier for me to go in there. Lately, I've just been going in when it rains, which is every day in the afternoon. Okay, I'm gonna let you go for now. I didn't put out a video Friday night because I ended up going to the senior center and all that, and I just never got around to doing anything. So yeah, I'll try to get this up tonight. Unfortunately, well, this part, it's going to be in 2 parts. So this part I'm doing right here will actually be Sunday. Anyway, I'm going to let you go for now. I hope you all are doing well, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.